First and foremost, before I begin, I want to start by giving all praises, honor, and glory to our power, Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Kakodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders at Great Millstone who do rule well and teach well and are the true leaders of Israel today. Shalom to the hopeful elect, and I can pushing this word throughout the four corners of the earth without truth and sincerity, making your calling and election sure. Shalom, shalom. And you few Akwat that do tune in and believe on the names of Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. Okay, shalom. And I got a couple precepts, going into this topic that I want to touch up on, because I was just, meditating on it. Really, I'm just gonna title it. You gotta let your spirit win, bro. You gotta let your spirit win, because the Lord in this ministry is constantly gonna try you. The scriptures say that think not like some strange thing that's gonna happen unto you once you come into this thing. And then when you read in the book of Sirach, it says, when thou comes to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Okay? So, and then when you read, I got this already pulled up, Psalms 26:2, examine me, O Yahweh, and prove me, try my reins and my heart. So you brothers, as well as me, we should want the Lord to try us, and we should want to try to pass all our trials. Of course, we're not going to be able to. But what happens is, if you just constantly keep, letting the trials beat you up, what's going to happen is going to have an effect on your spirit, and you're going to think you're not even in the ministry no more, and you're going to be giving up over to them demons, them doubt demons, because you're just not passionate. It's kind of like, well, I'm in school right now for my for trucking, and I had a test today, and I passed. I shot two of my tests, but now I failed my driving, and I gotta reschedule. In like now I gotta wait 2 more weeks, and that's how the Lord kind of does it, man. He'll test you, and then what happens if you don't pass it? You got a couple days to work on it, and then some situation will happen. Boom. Whatever, maybe you're female, you're female. Car shuts down for some reason. That demon's on you. Doesn't want you to go to camp. You don't want to do lessons. Whatever your trial may be, and that's when you gotta show the Lord that you can pass. Okay. This is the book of Galatians 6:4. But let every man prove his own work. Even studying. And then shall he have rejoicing in himself alone and not in another. You're not gonna have to have brothers always on you. You're not gonna constantly have to get rebuked by the Lord. Some bad shit keeps on happening unto you, and you have to prove yourself, man, bro. The scriptures talk about. Let me just get it, because I was just meditating on it, and it's just, it's really what's just on my spirit to bring out, man. And then lately, the Apostle Gabar came out with a lesson going into the benefits of fasting alone. And fasting in itself is a way that you can prove yourself, man. You know what? I'm gonna fast for 2 days this week. Set it up, and you do it, man. The Lord will have all types of temptations laid out right there. For the day you decide to fast, right? Because it's a way of proving yourself. For some reason, your mom starts cooking the best thing, your favorite food. Or you're at work and they bring, for some reason now the manager's bringing in some burgers for the whole team, and you out there fasting. That's when you start proving, like, what, I'm gonna fight this shit. Because, man, you can't just constantly let these trials beat you up. Because Jacob's trouble is a trial. That charagma is a trial. These, tribulations that we're getting ready to go into are trials. Just as, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, that was a trial. Looking at that fucking bull, like, damn, bro, fighting it. But what? They put their faith in the Lord, and what happened? The Lord came through. Right? That's the same thing with because once you're done with your fasting, then you're done with your fast, you're off work or whatever, Now, some fruits or, some shit happens where, the Lord, provides for you. But this is Matthew 17:21. Howbeit, this kind goeth. Let me read the verse up. 20. And Yahushua said unto them, because of your unbelief, for verily I say unto you, if ye have faith as a grain of mustard seed, ye shall say unto this mountain, remove hence and yonder, and remove hence to yonder place, and it shall remove, and nothing shall be impossible unto you. But there's other demons that what? Howbeit, brothers, we fight demons constantly. Right? That the lack of reading demon, man, I be having that shit like a mud. The lazy demon, all types of, demons that brothers be fighting, man. Your thoughts, right? The doubt demon. We have, it's a plethora of things when you come into, prepare thy soul for temptation when thou come to serve the Lord. And you gotta fight your battles. Of course, the scriptures do say a man falleth 7 times and get it back up. But if you just constantly, you're falling, 0 out of 7, then it's gonna take a toll on your spirit, and you're gonna see, because at the end of the day, it is up to you. The scriptures do talk about how the Lord, already guides our steps and everything. But nonetheless, you can't be in the mindset of you're just gonna lay down and expect the Lord to, just start moving you. Matthew 17:21. Howbeit this kind goeth not out, but by prayer and fasting. And that little trial, that fasting, is gonna purge out a lot of demons off of you, man. I want to get this. I don't want to make this too long. There you go. 2 Corinthians 13:5. Examine yourselves whether ye be in the faith. Prove your own selves. Take some notes, sitting down, go through the chapters, go through some precepts, and drop a lesson. Prove your own selves. Know ye not your own selves how that Yahushua Hamashiach is in you, except ye be reprobates. Fasting and being able to hold on to that fast, is a way to, the Wadi Yahushua Yahushua, you let me, complete my fast, and, and this demon, is, you can feel it off, coming off of you. And you'll be like, ooh, okay, the Lord's dealing with me. Except ye be reprobates. You just can't do nothing for the Lord. All the temptations you get thrown, you just fall into the flesh. You just keep on letting the flesh win. Right? Just go into that. This is Galatians 5:17. For the flesh lusteth against the spirit, and the spirit against the flesh, and these are contrary the one to the other, so that ye cannot do the things that ye would. But if ye be led of the Spirit, ye are not under the law. And that's not to say that you don't follow the law, statutes, and commandments. That's just to say that if you're in the Spirit, you're most likely going to be following the law. And we're under grace right now, so we can't even hold all the laws to a T. But the scriptures talk about, shall we then make void of the law? Hell no. Verse 19. Now the works of the flesh are manifest, which are these: adultery, fornication, uncleanliness, lasciviousness. Let's go to that word. Lascivious behavior is sexual behavior or conduct that is considered crude or offensive or contrary to local morale or other standards of appropriate behavior. You're just always trying to get some box. You're just always trying to get some box. 25:8. Uncleanliness, fornication. You definitely can't be doing none of that. Adultery. And these are, temptations that the Lord will put you under. And you got to pass them, bro. You got to pass them, because they'll beat you up. And then things in your life are going to start getting worse if you constantly feed into sin, because sin leadeth to death. Okay. Verse 20. Idolatry, witchcraft, hatred, variance, emulations. Let's go to that word emulations. I'm going to say that word variance too. Let's go to emulations. You know what? Let me okay, there you go. Effort to match or surpass a person or achievement. Ooh. Man, you just constantly trying to one up someone. And then one of your brothers in the ministry, your brother comes to you and he starts talking about things that he did and that he's proud of, and you over here, man, but I did this. Well, I already did that 3 times. No, man. Hatred. Of course, this is talking about your fellow kinsmen, brothers. Wrath. You're just a mad-ass motherfucker. You just, let wrath overtake you. Your emotions overtake you. Emotional. Extreme anger. You got to control that. Because you're going to be mad once, the Lord, has it to where some of us brothers can't eat for 3 days straight. And it's going to be a trial. That's a test. But if you're giving over to these things, what's going to happen? You're going to fall into it. Strife, you're just constantly trying to start beefs with motherfuckers. For some reason, you just can't let shit go. You can't let the Most High, handle your problems for you, just as the scripture says. Angry or bitter disagreements over fundamental issues, conflict. We just can't bring we can't bring you nowhere. We can't bring you nowhere because your ass can't even handle your emotions. Seditions, you're just a wild ass motherfucker. Rebellious, and rebellion is as a sin of witchcraft. You just want to do whatever you want to do. You want everything to go your way. Usually, that's why, during the time of Jacob's trouble, we're not going to be with the crowd. We're not going to be with the masses trying to go into, the government spots and, the Capitol, and we're going to be marching. No, man, we're not going to be doing none of that. Okay? Let's get heresies. Belief or opinion contrary to orthodox religion. Doctrine. Heresies is anything that's against what we teach. And, we constantly, that's why the scriptures say, mark them which cause division contrary to the doctrine which we have learned. Anything outside of what, we have been taught through the apostles and the elders at Great Millstone is a heresy. Okay? You able to have, sex on the Shabbat, which the Shabbat already came in for me and just hit sundown right now on the Shabbat. You can't do that. You both your parents got to be, Israelites. That melanin doctrine, all these heresies that are out there, man. That's what you got to be careful of. Envyings. You just envy what a brother has. Brother doesn't even care. He just does what he does, and for some reason you just hating on him just because of what he has. You just envy what he has, what the Lord has blessed him with. And that envying should be thrown out the window when you understand that the Lord is the one that raises it up and puts it down. He maketh rich and bringeth low. Okay? Murders. That's self-explanatory. Not killing, because you can. What was the law? With the first covenant, we had to kill animals. For sacrifice. And, we went to war with the Philistines and, other nations. Right? Or if someone's trying to come and attack you, you're just gonna let them just do it? No, you can kill them. Just put it, blatantly. But a murderer is someone that's, like Cain. He killed his brother Abel through envy. Because of what he had, what the Lord had blessed him with. Like Esau. Drunkenness, oh my gosh. You gotta, put the bottle down sometimes, man. Let your body rest a little bit. Revelings. And these are what? These are ways you can prove yourselves, bro, because we all go through this. This is something we're all fighting. And then you can throw a fast, eat better, do certain things that are better for your spirit. You're constantly fighting the flesh. And once you get in that momentum of, feeding the spirit, or like when you're fasting, you feel like you don't even want to be around uncleanliness, sin. But reveling the action of participating in lively and noisy festivities, especially involving drinking and dancing, a night of drunken reveling. Of course, you can balance that out. This is talking about those that overdo it, because we can drink as well. We can, do that. Brothers, whatever y'all been, going ham at, doing your work and your regular day-to-day work, and reading. You've been on your shit, and for a minute, and you want to go out with the bros and have a little drink. There's nothing wrong with it, and such like. Of the which I tell you before, as I have also told you in the times past, that they which do such things shall not inherit the kingdom of the Most High. Because for the most part, people that are in the world, these are the demons that have overtaken them. And some of these demons cannot be purged off of you unless you what? Pray and fast. And fast. That's you proving yourself. That's you telling, that's you at the end of your fast, and it's all said and done. What can you do? Be like, hey, the water Bashim Yahushai, except it be reprobate, because at that moment you feel good that the Lord is dealing with you. So, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to our power, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Bashim Kakudash. And I don't want to let this lesson was edifying.